Ron Kozakowski here, again to show you another sword today. It's called the Panabas. Okay, notice how I pronounce it. A lot of people say it wrong. I hope I'm not destroying the language, but that's how I was taught. Panabas, not Panabas, or whatever other way they say it, okay? Just so you see, this is it with its sheath on, see? And when I take the sheath off, you get a good idea what this thing looks like, okay? And now, there's a lot of different designs for Panabas, as you can see in these pictures right here. Okay, now for this particular one, notice it has the point on it, okay? So a lot of them are made for chopping, slashing also, which Panabas, by the way, means slash, okay? You could see the different parts of this. This has an oval shaped handle, so you know when you take the sheath off, you're ready for action right away. Okay, this particular one, I'm going to show this up close. You can see there's sort of a back edge to this. Okay, a lot of people think that back edge is for back slashing, which does have its possibility, yes, if you're good enough for and accurate enough. It's mostly used for like a tool for, say, cutting rope, string, or slicing rattan pieces of the skin off the rattan, so you could use it to wrap, okay? Which leads me to this. A lot of times you could see that there would be rattan wraps around the handle here. This particular one has leather, so that comes in different designs. Sometimes the handle is just carved so it fits the fingers, or it has the rattan wraps. This one has the leather, like I said. This has some sort of coupling on it. Sometimes there's some sort of metal coupling on here to keep it so it doesn't break. The thing is, a lot of times the tang just goes in maybe a few inches in the old ones. This one, as you could see, well, you won't be able to see it, but this one's one solid piece altogether. You can see the back, but you won't be able to see the spine because it's covered. So this one is completely full tang. This will hack through anything, any part of the body you hit, it's coming off. Sometimes you will see certain notches on it, much like the Chris sword, okay, which I'll show you on this Chris sword. See these notches here, okay? Those notches are not decorative like people think, although they are decorative, but that's the amount of kills that it made. Okay, so you'll see different designs of the Panabas that will have those designs on the back of it, sometimes on the flat, if there's a flat part, sometimes on that flat part if it's not sharpened. Like I said, that's more or less trophy marks to show off how many people you have killed, and it puts fear into the enemy. I've also heard that sometimes those notches are put in there just to scare the enemy and thinking they did a lot of kills with it. So I don't know how true that is, but that's something I have heard over the years. The sword has been compared to like the krabi, sometimes called the dab, which I'll make a comparison. I could see how that comparison was made, because you could see this is the sword from Krabi Krabong, and you could see how they have a similar design, mostly probably because of the handle and the slashing capability of the Krabi also. So I can see how they can make that resemblance. Okay, this sword first and foremost was used in war. That's what it was for. Okay, you could see the capabilities. I'm not sure if it's used like a katana like this. I don't think so. I think it was just swung like a baseball bat. I have never done the styles of martial art or the structured progression that would be used for this type of blade. I can only guess by using so many other different Filipino types of swords. Now, this sword was also used for beheading criminals or the enemies that were captured. That's another thing. It kind of showed the Datu would usually do that to show off his prowess or his power by beheading the enemy. So that was kind of another use for this. It's sometimes called a beheading weapon, but it's not. This was used for war, even though it was used for beheading as well. Many different swords were used for that, for beheading, but this one, would be common for certain tribes in the Philippines in ancient times. This was also used for cutting up meat. That's another thing. Cutting, like say if they caught big fish like tuna or something like that, they would be able to cut the heads off of it. It's due to the leverage advantage of this. You got to feel it, like for coming down on something, you could feel the leverage advantage. So I could see how it was used for butchering meat or butchering fish, cutting the heads off of fish. Definitely would be good for that. Wikipedia says something quite interesting that I always thought. They were talking about how the American colonists said that the Panabas was used behind the lines, which it was a lot of times. They come in to wipe out any survivors that were left, and anybody who was standing still fighting also. So that was another thing. This would, like I said, hack off any limb, the head, sometimes even cut the body in half. And believe me, this thing is sharp enough to do that. I like how they word it. They said the American colonists said that they were used for mopping up the rest of the enemy. I thought that was kind of funny to hear that, mopping it up, but that's an American term, so I could see that. But definitely the advantage for doing that. I could see this for this type of sword, definitely. Okay, another thing is you will see this on the Weapons of the Moral Land plaque. On the TFW website, we tried to get all the weapons of the Moral Land plaque that are listed as for swords anyway. Some of the spears we don't have yet, we plan on getting. Some of the shields, it's hard to get wood over here from there, so it's hard to have that sent over. But we do have pretty much all the other weapons of the Weapons of the Moral Land plaque on the TFW website. Well, if you like this particular sword, you could get it on traditionalfilipinoweapons.com. This is a beautiful sword. I know you will like it, and a definite additive to your collection. You will definitely enjoy this sword once you get it. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.